Hi, best buds. It's Cathy with Cathy's Garden. I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today is hashtag cathysowinghappiness, in which we'll have our drawing at the end of the video. But first, let's have our shout out to Barbara, Mary, Colleen, Sherry, Alina, Gwyneth, Laura, Vicki, and Evelyn. I appreciate each and every one of you. Set this aside. We'll have a drawing at the end. Today we're going to make easy envelope pockets with a tag. And we're going to be using a regular pre-made envelope. Now this envelope came out of this box. It says that it is a number 6 3/4, and it says that it is 3 5/8 by 6 1/2. Okay, and that is my box that my envelope came out of. What we're going to do is we're just going to seal it right on up. So I'm going to remove this sticky tab, and I'm actually going to add just a little bit more glue here on the edges. And what that will do is it will keep the inside of our pocket, because we're going to make a pocket out of this envelope, it'll keep it smooth so that our tag won't get stuck. One of my examples, I did not do that, and sometimes my tag gets a little stuck inside, and I do believe that was the reason why. So then I've selected a beautiful piece of digital, and it says William Morris. Isn't that a gorgeous one? And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to turn it this way. I'm going to look at mine. I love those tulips. So I would like to maybe be able to have the tulips. I don't know if it will go that far when we do get this on there, but I'm going to mark it right here. And the reason why I'm doing that is I would like just to roll this so that it's completely covered with my paper. And when I do that, I need to kind of make it the right length for my envelope. Otherwise, I won't know where to cut it, because the envelope will be inside my paper, and if my paper is longer than my envelope, I won't know where my envelope is. All right, so here we go. This is now the length of my envelope, and I really think I like this side better. So what I want to do is I'm just going to take my glue. Now mine happens to be art glitter glue. You use the glue of your choice, so whatever you like, that will be the perfect glue. So we're just going to apply the glue, and I'm just going around the outside. I'm not putting any glue in the center. If you want to, you can. That's just kind of a personal choice. Get my lid back on here, and then I'm just going to, now I've already forgotten where I wanted to set this. I wanted to set it right here. So I'm just going to place my envelope right here on the edge of my paper. I'm going to get it best I can. That's not too bad. And then I'm just going to press it down. This is so simple, you guys, but it turns out so beautiful, and it's going to be perfect for a junk journal. Actually, you could even send it out in Happy Mail. That would be really a nice little Happy Mail as well. I'm digging around for my scissors here, guys, so I found them finally. I didn't get that super close. I'm not really very good at laying things down and getting them perfect, so I'm just trimming that off, just like that. Now the next thing I want to do is I just want to simply fold this onto my envelope, fold it this way. So I'm just finding the edge of that envelope. There we are. I found it, and now I'm just going to press it down. So we have completely covered our envelope. So when we cut the end off, it's going to be a wonderful pocket, pre-decorated, all decorated up the easy way, right guys? You know I'm going to do it the easy way, because to me, to have it be a craft, it needs to be fun. Of course, my little puppy is barking. I don't know if you can hear her. There's nothing wrong with her. She's full. She's happy today. She's just barking. I don't know if she can hear me talking, and then that's why she does that. I have no idea. No idea, because I was just down there with her, and then I came upstairs, and she was very quiet, and now we started the video, and now she's barking. Yeah, she might be able to hear me. I'm not sure, you guys, but I don't even know if you can hear her. got my white noise machine on, but anyway, now we've got that finished. Now what I'm going to do, hopefully this isn't too wet, I'm going to just go ahead and round the corners. Actually, I probably didn't need to do the top because what do we want for the top? That's kind of pretty, right? Oh, there's that tulip I was looking for. Do I want that? I don't know. Let me see. These are some things I'm going to maybe be using. Okay, let's go ahead and let's choose this to be the front, and then this will, of course, be the top. So what we want to do is we just want to trim off the top just a little bit. So just take the top right on off. Oh, yeah, I thought it was too wet. Yeah, it's too wet, Kathy. Not a good idea. So we'll just hand cut it. It probably won't be straight, but it won't be all chewed up. There we go. Now we've got our pocket. I'm just going to open it up completely. There we go. Alrighty, the next thing I want to do is I want to bring in my vintage photo. You can use the ink of your choice, and I'm just going to ink up the top. I'm going to open it up just a little bit. I'm just going to put it right inside. Now, if you don't ink, you of course don't have to do this portion, but I like to ink, and I like the way it makes the papers look. So inking I will do, and I'm just going to run it across. It's just going to take me just a second here. The next thing that I want to do is I'm going to make a little envelope, and I want the little envelope to be on the front of my pocket that's going to hold my tag. Now I have a piece of book page. You can use absolutely anything. I have some examples that I'm going to show you quickly. I know that I've showed you this many times, but I'm going to show you again. I'm going to cut it 4 inches by 4 inches. That's not even straight, so I'm going to straighten this up right here, because I need to start with the straight envelope, and it's also torn right there. So let's cut that like that. Let's turn it around. Now we're going to cut it 4 inches. So I'm going to use my guillotine. We're going to chop it right here, and we're going to make it 4 inches. So 4 inches all the way around. It needs to be, it can't be 4.5 and 4 or 3.5 and 4. It needs to be 4 by 4 because it needs to be a square to be able to make it into an envelope. The next thing I need is I need my ruler, and I need my little pencil here. So I'm just going to place my ruler from the top here at this point to the bottom of this point, and I'm just going to make a little mark right here. Now I'm going to turn it. Now I'm going to go from this point to this point with my ruler at the tip, and just get my ruler right on the tip. There we go, and just make my mark again. So I have a X that I marked with my ruler. I don't know if you can see it, but there is an X right there. And you can kind of decide what you want for your top. I think I like this for my top. So I'm going to take this corner, and I fold it right at the intersection of my X and crease it, turn it around, go the opposite, the other side, and place it right there. And you want the 2 points to be meeting, so they're meeting right there together. Then I decided I want that to be my flap, so I'm going to pull this one up, and right here I like to place my corners at my line, one of my lines. I'm just picking a line here, and then I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to have this point meet on this line. It doesn't matter which line you choose, just make sure that it's even. And the reason why you want it even is because otherwise you're going to have a wonky envelope, and then that's not going to look very good, right? I'm going to just highlight this very quickly just so you can see where I'm going to be trimming it. So I'm going to highlight this so you can see, and I'm going to bend it backwards. I'm just highlighting it. You don't need to do all this part. I'm just showing you so you can see better in the camera. So as I open this up, you can see that there is a little pie shape. Well, I didn't do a very good job of inking that. There's a pie shape right here, And that's what we're going to be notching out. You see the pie shape now? So you're just going to take your scissors, and once again, I'm looking for my scissors, and we're going to take it out. Now I'm taking it just a little bit past my markings and a little bit past the fold. So just chop that right on out. I'm going to do the exact same on this other side, just like that. So we have removed the corners, and now we look just like this. Now this point right here, to make it look like a envelope, I'm just going to take this and I'm going to fold it down just a little bit. That's good. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to fold it back the other way, because that's how you get it to look like an envelope. And then you'll want to go ahead and take your eraser, and you'll want to erase your markings that are inside. And then sometimes at this point is where I ink around the edge, but you'll want to glue down this little flap that we folded up. So once you glue that down, then what you'll want to do is you'll want to apply your glue right here and right here, as well as here and here. Do not apply your glue right here where you folded that piece down, because then you will glue your envelope shut. So just close it up like that, and then you will have a cute little envelope. And the reason why I didn't do all that is because I have some finished here. With the envelope that you have made, so there is my opening, so this is my top. I'm going to just look and see which envelope do I think looks the best on here, because I'm going to be placing it right on top of my pocket that I've made for a tag that we're going to be making. Well, I like that one, and I like this one so far. I really like this one. I think I like it. I don't know. That's a draw. That's just a draw right there. I like them both the same. Let's see. There's another one like that. Maybe I like this one better, or not as well. Oh, that one's cute too. Okay, I like so many of them. All right, I'm going to set that aside. Let's see. Well, we got some more here. I don't think I want this. I don't know. It doesn't. This one's not bad. This one's not bad. That was cute too. Actually, all of them will work just fine. Let me look at my examples. I used printed, and then I used one of these. So I did not use one of these yet. So that's going to choose. I'm going to use one of these so that I'll have an example of a book page, a ledger type paper, and a paper that is just a digital print. All right, so now with that said, let's see, do I like this one or this one? For some reason I like that one. So I want to place this at an angle, something like that. Okay, so I'm going to put this straight, and I just want to place it like at an angle. So I'm going to get my glue. Once again, you can use the glue of your choice, and I'm going to glue the whole thing down onto my pocket that's going to hold my tag. Alrighty, got my glue on, and I'm just going to place it at an angle. I need to get it all on there. You need to get it all, so you have to kind of twist it so it will fit, because you want these corners right here to be on the pocket. Alrighty, we've got that done. Very good. The next thing I have, let's bring our dish in right here, and I have some labels. These are by J. Lee Lou, and I'm not really sure which label I want. I think I cut up a whole sheet that I printed off just to see which one do I want. Let's see here. I want a label down here, and then I want a label up here as well. I'm going to be placing 2 labels on here. So let's see here. Oh no, I just don't know yet. It hasn't come to me yet. That one's not bad. Changing them out, just seeing which one I like. So far I like that one the best, but that one's not bad. This is not a whole sheet. The oval that I used before is not on here, so this was not a whole sheet. Why can't I decide? I don't know. I think I'm making this harder than it needs to be. Okay, I'm going to choose that one, and then do I really want that one for the top? Or do maybe I want something smaller? Let's see here. Just looking to see what I have. Okay, I think I like that one. All right, let's go ahead and move these out of the way. We don't need these. So quickly move these out of the way. Put them right over there. Alrighty, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to need to ink up my labels here because I've inked up all these other things. I'm going to bring in my ink just a little bit onto this label, and same with this one. I'm not just inking the edge, I'm bringing it into so you can really see that it's a little distressed. And before I glue this one down, I went to the thrift store and I found these petals. You guys, these are super cool. There's a whole bunch here. It's all like smushed together, and they're pre-made flower petals. And I guess you use them like, oh, see, it came, I guess you use them in, like when you're having a wedding party or maybe a shower or a baby shower or something. And I guess they sprinkled these on the table as, petals for flowers. And I just thought that was super cool. Well, of course, I got the whole sack. What did I pay for this whole sack? $1. I got a whole bunch of them. And I even picked up some pink ones that were $1. So we're going to be making something out of those. But I just thought, oh, I've got so many. Let's just use one of these. I cut this right up the bottom just so that I can get it to lay just a little flatter. And what I want to do is I'm just going to add my glue. Now I'm going to add some hot glue here just so I can get it to go on there fast, quick, and easy. So we've got that on there. Now let's lay the label right on top. I'm going to glue that down a little bit more, but right now let's just glue our label right on there and add a little bit of glue on the back. Now I'm using hot glue. It's quick, it's fast, it's easy, it's great for videos. All right, we've got that on there. Now let's place this one right up here at the top. So I'm just a little bit more glue here, and right up here at the top it goes. I have some hearts here. I see that this one has not been inked around. These hearts came from digitalcollage.com. It's a paid site that you can either join monthly or you can join one single price yearly, and you get different digitals, and you go to the site, you can print off all different kinds of stuff. Anyway, that's where these came from. I thought she would be so pretty in there, and I like this pink because I thought it went well with that little tulip there. And I also have a pretty green. So maybe we'll just put 3 of them in here. The others that I have, my examples, only have 2. So we'll just pop that in there. All right, so there's what's going to go in my pocket. Now let's finish decorating this. I have a little bit of fabric ruffle here that I made, and I just used my machine and I made this, and I want to just add a little right down here below, and I'm going to fray this edge after I cut it just a little bit. There we are. And I want to add it right down here, just like that. So I'm just going to add my glue. Actually, I like it this way better. I'm going to add my glue, I don't know why, right here. And I'm just going to add it right to the base, the bottom. And then I'm going to cut just a tiny piece. I'm looking how this lays is what I'm looking at. How is this ruffle laying? And how is it going to lay on the paper? What will it look like? That's what I'm looking at when I look at this ruffle. And I'm just taking the strings off to fray it just a little bit. And I'd like to stick that one right up here. So let's add a little bit of glue right up here. And I'm not putting the ruffle over the edge of the paper. It doesn't stick out of the top. It's just flat right there. And then I have some bling. And I thought a little bit of bling would be very pretty on here. So let's finish this off right here. And then we'll be on to our tag. So we've got this going on here. There we go. There. Isn't that cute? So very cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, easy, easy pocket, right? Now we're going to need to place something inside. So I actually have two printables, and they're actually both little pieces. This is an Easter Roxy's creation, and I thought that these eggs right here and the colors went pretty well together. The bunny does too. The bunny goes really well together. We could put a bunny in it, or we could use this one, which is a Shabby Dabby Doodah printable, and we can use the butterflies. So I really am partial to this bunny. So I think, but I don't want it to be a bunny. I mean, I don't want it to be Easter. How about if we get more of this green right here? So with that said, I'm going to cut using this red line on this digital, and then I'm going to mark my paper with my pencil, the width of my tag. I'm going to bring in my larger guillotine right here, and I'm just going to cut this just like this. Put that in there and give it a cut. I think this is not straight. Is this straight? Always need to find, nope, it's not straight. That's why it won't look right to me. I always want to start with the straight edge when you place it up at the top. You can't even see the top. At the top of your cutter, you need to have it to be straight, or otherwise what you cut is not going to be straight. All right, so we've got that cut. I'm just going to turn it like this, and I'm going to use that red line to trim it. I also see that I did not trim the bottom of this tag where I printed it. It has a little bit of a lip on it right there, an edge. All right, so now this is not probably going to fit in here because we made it the exact size. Nope. So I'm going to take a little bit more off the side with the eggs, so because it could go for any time of year, the eggs. The bunny and the Easter egg, I don't know, that looks pretty Eastery to me. Now let's see, how are we doing? Oh, we're perfect. We go right in there easy and smoothly, which I like my tags to go right in my envelope smoothly. I don't like to argue with them. The next thing I want to do is I should have grabbed that. That is not a cardstock. This is a cardstock. And how does that look for a tag up at the top? It's okay. It's not really something that I'm enjoying. Oh, I kind of like this. I'm bringing in my tab punch, and let's see if I can get something here that I'm going to like. How about maybe this? And I'm actually going to go ahead and do two. Okay, and so we've got that done. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue these two together, just like this. I'm going to put glue on it, and I'm going to place the two together. Move it so it sticks together. There we go. Wonderful. I am going to need to ink it. I need to cover my glue too. I'm going to ink this up. Okay. Got that done. Wonderful. Now let's go ahead and cut the ends of our corners into a round shapes. So our corner rounder. And then, of course, you'll want to brush your tag with some ink. If you ink, if you don't ink, of course, you don't need to do this part. Now, the back of this has already been coffee dyed, so that just works out really well. And you get the picture. You know how to ink all around. Then I'm going to take my tag and I'm going to place it on my grid, just like that. And that's going to tell me that I need to place my tag right there. So actually I think I can use some hot glue. No, I think I'll use this. It's a little more forgiving just in case I get it a little off. I'm going to place it underneath like this. I'm not going to place it on the top. No, I need to touch my mouse because I couldn't see what was happening anymore. And so I'm just going to slip this right here, just like that. Oh my goodness, that is going to be so cute inside of our pocket. These are wonderful for a junk journal. You could place these into a belly band. You could put it into a pocket. You could make a flip out of it because you've already decorated the back. So here's another one that I made in a pink color. Isn't this one pretty? And these are the little hearts that I placed inside the pocket of that one. And we pull it out. There's a beautiful digital right there that really is lovely. I think that's a Mrs. Coggs. I don't think it's a My Porch print. I think it's a Mrs. Coggs. This is just a stamp, a punch that I have that makes a filigree heart, which is really pretty. Alrighty, so there's that one. Now here's a blue one. This one's really sweet too. I really like that. And they're little hearts that I placed. This one has the paper that's in an altered different language than I have. And then that's the grid. And then this is this paper is My Porch Prints. No, this paper is Chapter 1 papers. That's what that paper is. And then the tag right here looks just like that. Oh my goodness, you guys, I absolutely love. So this is the one that I didn't glue down that flap, and so I have to argue with it to get it in because it catches. You know, that very first thing I told you, it's really important because otherwise your little tag will catch on it and it'll be hard to get into your pocket. Oh, you guys, if you have enjoyed this, you need to wait. I almost forgot I got all into that pocket not going in, that tag not going into that pocket. Here is the drawing for this week. Helping me spread happiness through simple acts of kindness, letting someone line at the grocery store because you have 20 items and they have 2, letting someone line of traffic. Simple acts of kindness don't need to cost you anything, but we don't know what everyone's going through, and sometimes just simple acts of kindness will just give them enough to just get them to keep going. We need to just keep going. So please help me spread simple acts of kindness towards other people. In the comment section of the most recent Cathy Sewing Happiness video, you need to tell me what your act of kindness was. If you would not like to speak of it, all you need to do is type in spreading happiness, and that will be your entry. Do check back next week because I'm going to need your address if your name is pulled from the fishbowl. And whose name is pulled from the fishbowl this week? The Gracie Show. The Gracie Show. You're the winner of Happy Mail this week. Oh, you guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.